Tiddy Talk.
My name is Crystal.
I'm Stephanie.
And we are both breast cancer survivors.
What do you want to talk to them about? Like, what are we going to give them the rundown about?
We're going to go raw, unedited, talk about everything.
Just an FYI, like, we are on an iPhone 11 with a tripod. And we've been talking about this for a while, though, so I feel like, it's finally happened. So bear with us.
This is our first podcast. Next time, hopefully we'll have little, microphones,
Can
speakers.
we, bedazzle it? Make, cute little, speakers? Like, we're famous, because we should be famous. I don't know. That's what I think.
So, a little bit about us. We actually met through one of our hospital's events.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Our surgeon introduced us. So,
we both had the same surgeon. Shout out to that.
Oncologist surgeon, plastic
yeah.
surgeon.
Yeah, we literally are
oncologists. We have all the same doctors.
Yeah. No, we are care twins. That's crazy. Cheers.
And we are drinking non-alcoholic. Is it champagne or wine?
It's rosé, but it tastes like apple cider vinegar.
Because as you guys know, probably shouldn't drink as a breast cancer survivor. So
we try to do, everything we can. We also ordered Uber Eats.
Pura Vida.
Pura Vida.
We are in Miami. She is born and raised here.
Born and raised, yeah.
I'm from New York. I moved here a couple of years ago. A little bit about me. I was diagnosed last year in May 2023. And I am hormone positive. And yeah.
You're HER2 negative, right?
HER2 negative, yeah.
Which is crazy because I feel like, especially in the breast cancer community, we're all so, we have so many similarities, but so many differences too. Everybody's story is different, which I think is actually pretty cool, and that's what makes us, better than the others.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so a little bit about me. I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer at the age of 28, and I'm here, which is amazing.
Hell yeah, bitch! I fucking love this girl. Thank God for keeping her here.
I'm thank you so much. Shout out to Dr. Mautner for introducing us. It's so crazy how everything happens for a reason, and I don't know, we probably wouldn't have, which is crazy though, because I saw you on her Instagram post when she posted you when you were finishing and ringing the bell, and I remember seeing this and I was like, wow, I should have done chemotherapy the same way this girl did. I was like, why didn't I come in super cute outfits? Which thank you, Crystal, for lending me one.
I wore that to one of my chemos, so I think that was my first chemo outfit.
Really?
I was like, if I'm gonna do chemo, I'm gonna do everything. So when I had the choice to do chemo and all that, I'm like, we're doing cancer, cold turkey, let's do it all, raw,
but you gotta embrace it. It's such a huge shock in your life, but it's you have to embrace the situation because that's the only way you're gonna get out of it. So
that's very true.
Yeah,
very true. So
and always have a positive mindset, and that's literally yesterday. It was as if it was yesterday that I was wow. I was I should have done chemotherapy the way this girl did it. Oh my God, so crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a lot of topics to talk about, which is a lot of fun. Top tits.
Top tits. The reason why we wanted to do this was really because, when we were diagnosed, we don't really know anybody else who had it. No one in my family, it was not genetic or anything like that. So when I found out I had it, I was like, what the hell do I do? So I turned to TikTok, Instagram, and I met a couple people that had gone through it. And then once I met Steph, I was actually in the middle of chemotherapy when I met her.
Yeah.
So I was able to get a lot of advice from her, especially because we have a lot of similarities in our diagnosis. I always wanted to feel if somebody else gets diagnosed, they can come to us for help.
Great.
I didn't have much help. I had a little bit in the beginning, but once I got on the social media, I was able to get some help. But I want somebody who's diagnosed to come and be go on TikTok and relate to somebody, breast cancer or whatever, and I want to be them.
Which is so crazy that you say that because a breast cancer diagnosis is obviously not something that people take lightly, and I'm sure people who are listening to this know that when you get diagnosed with breast cancer, no matter the stage, no matter the receptors, no matter what it is, it's a huge change in your life, and your life changes completely. And it's just like so crazy because like you go through a lot of like emotions personally, and you like so many people are, when they find out that you get diagnosed, they're like, oh, reach out to my friend and like let's, you know, like try to join communities, and like you're dealing with the shock that like it's hard to do it, but also like you don't want, like I don't know, for me I was like not prepared to like talk to someone about it, and I should have sooner. You know, like I should have. And I remember, you know, so many people coming up to me and saying like, oh, I have someone who knows someone that like went through breast cancer, you should talk to them because like although you guys have, you know, like different stories, like they can help you out. And I was like, it's okay, like I'm okay, like it's fine. And I remember feeling that way, and I should have done it earlier. So I'm advising all you pink ladies, please reach out. Yep. There's so many resources, and like the breast cancer community is huge.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And like so many strong women.
Every age possible. I've met everyone from in their 20s to 80 years old, all, you know, all over the country, all over the world. On my personal TikTok, all over the world. I have people from Australia, England, Ireland, Scotland that reach out to me. I give them a lot of advice, and I let them know, like, listen, I'm not a doctor.
Right.
I do a lot of research. You know, I beat cancer, so I can give my advice on like the remedies that like help me.
And that works for you too.
And it worked for me, and it worked for a lot of other ladies, but you know, at the end of the day, all we have is each other.
I agree.
And that's it. So.
Yeah. So that's so true. And I feel like that's like so important, you know, for everyone to like understand. Having each other's like, it's huge. There's nobody that can relate to you. Do you think it's like if we were in, you know, if we were in like a public area and I'd be talking to someone on how I feel, like do you think they would understand? No. But if I were to talk to you about it, like every single time we talk, you're like, I feel you, girl. You know?
I feel that.
Yeah.
Like, you're sweaty right now.
I know.
I feel you. I feel. Turn that to me.
We are raw.
So we'll get into that podcast soon, but we're basically both in our 30s going through menopause right now. And for those of you who are new to the breast cancer world, you're going to see that majority of us go through menopause at a very young age when you're diagnosed with breast cancer. So we're sweaty bitches over here. Mostly you, so I'll give you that right now. I actually start my medication tonight to put me in a full-blown menopause. I'm in beginning stages of menopause. She's full-blown on
You
her
should
medication.
talk about, you should actually, like, it would be cool to, you know, now that we're sharing, you know, tonight's your first night, like, maybe tomorrow or, like, you know, later on in the week, you can talk to them and tell them how you feel. Because, like, I don't remember how I felt when I started taking it. I'm just, like, full-blown sweaty titty, like, sweaty, like, I mean, there's sweats everywhere.
Well, during chemotherapy is another thing we're going to talk about chemotherapy, but, like, during chemo, I couldn't tell if it was side effects from chemo or being in menopause. I'd wake up wetting the bed, like, thinking, did I just piss myself?
Yeah.
And it wasn't piss, it was definitely sweat. Like, thank God I didn't have a partner at the time. Like, they would probably be like, ew, what the hell is wrong with this girl?
No, I had, like, definitely there was sweat coming out of my pores, like, in every angle. Like, it was crazy. Like, my armpits, my breath, like, it was crazy. It's so crazy.
So Steph is actually married, so her husband went through everything with her from, you know, everything. I'm sure we're going to get him on the podcast at some point.
Yeah.
The ugly, the dirty, and, you know, some secrets and whatnot. I was single throughout the entire process. I had my best friends and my family through it.
Wait, shout out to your best friends. Like,
let's go.
Oh my goodness. What your friend group is like truly incredible. Shout out to you guys. You guys are incredible friends. Yeah.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, sometimes I thought, like, would it be different if I had, like, somebody, like, you know, holding my hand, rubbing my back, you know, through the worst parts of it. But at the end of the day, you have yourself all the time. So I think it also made me stronger. I was hospitalized 5 or 6 times. And I, you know, there's so much that my parents and my family could sit there, my friends. So Steph came to visit me in the hospital.
I know!
So, but yeah, so we'll talk about, you know, the difference between, you know, having a husband and being married through it and versus being single as well. We're going to get into all that. We'll have some special guests on the podcast as well, some doctors, some other.
We can also, and like it's super cool because like obviously technology is like crazy nowadays. Like, but if anybody wants to join and like we could set something like a Zoom or something, and then like you could talk and like share, you know, like your stories. So reach out to us. We would be more than happy to connect with you guys.
And whatever you guys want to talk about, if there's like certain topics, I mean, we have a list of like topics like this much.
I know. So no, definitely like comment below and tell us what you want to like here. Again, we're not doctors, but we are patients, which is huge, and
We're just like talking about the shitty titties.
Shitty titties. We got one that's like literally choking me, and then one that's just like, but it's fine. It's fine.
I had my double mastectomy a little more recent, so the girls are kind of like figuring out what they want to do and everything. So
They'll get there.
But yeah, so we're super excited. Just wanted to introduce ourselves, Steph and Crystal.
Yeah. So talk breastie to us.
Love you
Super
guys.
excited. Love you guys.